Many of you are already aware of the big news that we recently shared about Diablo 3. Alongside the gold-based auction house, we will include an auction house within Diablo 3 that will allow players to trade items using real money. This auction house will be a secure and safe environment for players to trade their items over Battle.net. In the previous game, Diablo 2, we did not offer such a feature, which resulted in many players turning to unscrupulous third-party services to purchase items. We felt that because players clearly wanted such a feature, it made sense for us to build it in to Diablo 3 so they could trade in a more convenient and secure manner than going through an unauthorized third party. Players who participate in this optional system will be able to list items on the auction house for a flat fee, with another charge for completed transactions. When listing an item for sale, players will have the ability to direct the proceeds either to their e-balance, which will remain on Battle.net, or to cash out through a third-party service. We have not disclosed specific fees, but we plan on keeping them nominal so that more players can participate in it if they so choose, and so that players will opt to use our secure, approved method of item trading and not turn to third parties. We will also allow a limited number of free listings each week so players can build up a balance without needing to deposit any funds to get started. As for the upcoming beta, Diablo 3 is still on track to go into external beta testing later this quarter, and we are still working hard to ship the game before the end of the year. However, we're not ready to commit to a release date at this time. What I can tell you is that the press who visited us last week played a near-final version of the beta content, and the response has been overwhelmingly positive. We are very much looking forward to getting the beta into the hands of our players and collecting their feedback for the final phase of development.
Maybe some of the stuff on the publishing side?
Okay. Well, what I would say is that Diablo 3, at least in the West, is primarily going to operate off of a standard box revenue model, and with the box and expansions to follow. The auction house is really a big unknown for us. We really don't have any predictions on how popular it will be, although we do expect it to be a pretty integral part of the game, and we also expect it to drive engagement and longevity in the life of Diablo 3.
Versus value-added services standpoint, and I have a quick follow-up.
Okay, so in terms of the timing on the Diablo 3 release date, really it's just going to come down to, there are a lot of moving parts in putting out a complex release like Diablo 3. We talked about the new auction house technology, which has not been fully tested. We're not yet in beta, and really it's just going to come down to when the game is ready for prime time. And so we'll know more when we hit beta, and we'll know more when we put some of these new systems into test. It's a brand new infrastructure, with a lot of complex moving parts.